welcome back to Cupid Parasite. This is hopefully going to be a longer recording today, and we're hopefully going to make some progress with some of the guys. I'm super excited. I have actually been really enjoying this game. There are a couple other Otomi games that I found that I wish to check out. 2 are demos, and then 2 I've learned that you can't stream past chapter 1. So once we get through all of this, and I get them eventually, we might get those, record, and then play them in the Discord, but we'll see. I'm beats. After heading home, I didn't bother with changing out of my clothes. Instead, I just flopped into bed. Even though the hours were the same, I felt like I just pulled a double shift. Seems like Clarice is out. Speak of the devil, a message popped up on my phone that said, probably won't be home tonight. It looked like it would just be me for the night. My shoulders are so stiff. Chi, are you here? Chi? Oh, there you are. Here we go. I took Chi's tiny body in my hands and shoved his head against my shoulders. A small electrical current crackled between his horns. Oh yeah, that's the spot. I pushed my makeshift chi massager against the knots in my shoulders until he started to fidget. Guess he doesn't like being upside down. I mean, you probably shouldn't just use him like that. That's not very kind. Poor Chi. Chi. Sorry. As soon as I let him go, he immediately flew off, but he returned just as quickly to lay next to me. Chi. He seems okay now. He stretched a bit, and I gently stroked his back as he sleepily closed his eyes. I glanced around the room. Clarice and I shared a room back in college, and Gil was actually staying in the next room over. After graduation, I lost contact with him. I was always kind of worried about him. I never imagined I would reunite with him like this. Back in college, Gil really looked out for me. He helped me get a part-time job, and even took care of the chores. After he left, Clarice and I could barely keep the place clean. Lovelorn Parasite. Gil is so kind. He always puts everyone ahead of himself. Once he bounces back, I'm sure he'll make some nice sweet girl very happy. I'll give it my all as supervisor. Speaking of keeping your house clean, I am okay actually at housework. Sometimes so, but man, when you get busy, I can understand when people struggle keeping your house clean. A text? Oh, this is... Thank you so much for today. I'm really glad we got to have a nice long chat again. The more we talk, I've been dreaming about this moment. Not only were we able to reconnect, but at the workshop, I'm just so lucky to be alive. By the way, why don't we grab lunch sometime? I heard you like sweets, right? So, actually, I bookmarked a few pastries and cafes I thought you might like. My Siri activated. It was kind of funny, kind of weird. We could, next time we get a chance, let's meet and we can go together if you want. We could even get it to go, just take it easy back at home too. Speaking of which, I've been researching the best way to brew tea and coffee. I think I've gotten a lot better. I hope you'll give me a chance to show you what I've learned. So, is this how this is supposed to work? Or would it be better if I confessed my love right off the bat? You said this was just for practice, right? Confessing your love is supposed to be a special moment, right? So I wanted to make sure I was prepared. But I guess it just sounds like I'm saying thank you, huh? Still, if this helps me learn how to ask someone on a date, I guess it's good practice. That's my hope anyways. Oh, that's kind of sweet. Let's see who's next. Look at. Ghost written by Owen. Oh boy. I'm grateful for everything you did for me today. Talking to you was extremely helpful. I hope you continue to receive. I hope I'll continue to receive the benefit of your advice. Rule: as There are many sets of 12 gods and 12 signs of the zodiac, so there are also 12 signs of love. Like when one person says, I can't live without you, director's note with tears in their eyes, and the other says, I understand, this isn't goodbye, you know. I'll always be there to support you on your journey, director's note, with a smile on their face. Even Buddhism says. Oh, sorry, I sent that before I was finished, but it was a pretty good message, right? So no worries. I love cheese expressions. Just face masks. I love you so much, our darling. I still wonder why he says our darling. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Lips as smooth as a ripe peach, skin as soft as fleshy whipped cream. Just thinking about what you must taste like is making me... Anyway, I'm preparing the most divine bedding just for you. Come by my place, and I promise you'll have the most eccentric dream. Chi? I glanced at Chi laying next to me. Maybe the time had come to use my Cupid's bow. No, I can't give in. I have to get them married without that. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh, I think that's my mug. That was a long sit. I had to prove to Dad that the gods don't always have to step in. So, looking at the text message, I started to get a stomachache. I think I'll just hold off on my reply till tomorrow. Silently, I put my phone down, closed my eyes, and drifted off into dreamland. That's a good idea. That seems like a big task ahead of you to correct them on that. No pain, no gain. Good morning. Hey, breakfast is ready. I walked into the living room to find my roommate, Clarice, there. I guess she really did stay out all night. The welcoming fragrance of fresh coffee and hot toast wafted through the air. Oh, you're home. I wasn't sure if you'd be back yet. Last night's date was an absolute dud, so I came home early. Oh, rip, sorry. All those paintings in the corner are cool. And the cards, we got makeup, got little notes places. Clarice casually shrugged her shoulder, then quickly set the salad and toast on the table. Come on, let's eat. I had ice cream earlier, but before that, I had homemade French fries and some hamburgers. They were really good. It's 7 o'clock. Here's today's funny news topics. As usual, Clarice and I watched the morning news on TV while we dug into our breakfast. The meal included cafe au lait, toast, salad, and a refreshing smoothie for each of us. Oh, this is actually really good. As I was eating, I casually glanced at Clarice. It's always pretty tame stuff. Then again, it's local morning news shows. Clarice should be pretty exhausted right now, but she looks like she just woke up. Just as upbeat and beautiful as always. I'm almost certain that the girl Gil was in love with Clarice. So, Gil's going to have a lot of trouble going forward. Clarice never falls for guys. In fact, she was known as the Stonewall. Oof, that's rough. Clarice must be why Gil became the lovelorn parasite. I've got to give him my full support and help him find love, or at the very least help him mend his broken heart. I think it's funny that she doesn't understand, that I don't understand that he's into me, and that I think that he's into my best friend.
Up next, the latest news on the marriage hunting market. Here's a video.
Hey look, it's about Cupid Corp. Huh? Hearing Clarice mention that, I looked up at the TV. She was right. It was a shot from the Cupid Corp building. Hey there! This morning, this is the most popular marriage agency in all of Los York. The hot spot for love, the Cupid Corporation. The Cupid Corporation was founded 15 years ago, and it has over 170,000 members. Thanks to them, many Los York City's couples have found happiness. However, there's plenty of buzz about a declining marriage rate these days as well. Plus, there's a newcomer to the marriage game in Los York. I can't help but wonder what that Los York marriage market will be like. In fact, let's chat with one member now. Excuse me, do you have a second? Me? I'm a reporter for today's funny news, and I'd like to get your opinion on Cupid Corp. Oh, well, their service isn't bad, but, it's kind of a problem how many weird members they've got. Oh no. Can you elaborate on that? So here's the thing. Just the other day, I got introduced to this guy who kept his eyes closed the entire time. I'm paying good money to be a member, you know. You'd think that they'd have some better choices, right? You make a good point. By the by, did you know that there's a new marriage agency here in our beloved Y'all store? Oh yeah, what was it called again? It had some weird name. Anyway, they've got a free trial. I was thinking of trying out. I see. Well, thank you for your time. You heard it here first, folks. Cupid Corp's members are missing their shots at love. Uh-oh. Mayday, 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 mayday! They always just report the bad news, don't they? Wait, what's this about a new marriage agency? I didn't know about that. I can't remember their name, but I think they're purposely set up shop on 7th Ave right near us. Oh, geez, look at the time. I'm gonna be late. Oh, heading in early today? Yep, sorry, please. Gotta go. Mind cleaning up for me? Sure, see you later. I really like Clarice's top.
The next topic is about the young president of Cupid Corporation, Mr. Shelby Snail. He is famous for being a great husband, but a little bird told me that he is unmarried.
Oh, is that the rumor? I suppose he doesn't necessarily act like a married man. He's married to his job. He's married to his job. Ooh. Do you see the news service? Yes, that's the final nail in Cupid Corp's coffin. At this rate, we'll steal away their entire membership and crush them under our heel. I love that song. I don't know what it is, but it's a bop. Whew, I made it. I got to my desk and let out a deep sigh. I got here at 8:30 on the dot, just in time. Clarice's hours in system development are different than mine. We almost never get to eat breakfast together. Advisors work in shifts to accommodate the schedule of lost workers. Since everyone's so busy, we tend to work 9 a.m. to 11. Oh my goodness, that's such a long shift. Where do you, get time to, actually eat and properly sleep in there? Ugh. But ever since I got stuck on Parasite 5 duty, I've been getting better hours for my shifts. While it's not that tiring to me, I appreciate the consideration. To begin the day, I reopened the message from yesterday. Never mind, I'm too tired. Going through all the mistakes in this message is going to take forever. Still, I fought the desire to just run away and stood strong. I got down to business and started proofreading. Let's get down to business to read the notes. That didn't work as well as I thought it would. Alright, and sent. A few hours later, I somehow managed to reply to all of the messages. I couldn't do it on my phone though. I had to switch to my computer. All of the messages had loads of issues, so it took longer than usual to reply, but everything turned out okay, all things considered. Thankfully, the theories on love I learned in college and from media helped me make the text a bit more woman-friendly. Since everybody's free tomorrow, I penciled in meetings with all of them. I hope it'll be okay. To be honest, conversations and lectures aren't going to change their minds. Well, if they do find a woman that sparks their interest, I can at least give them some advice to keep those sparks flying. Still, no matter how many members I show them, they're not interested. They won't even tell me what they're looking for. Hence why I can't introduce anyone to them. I have to look out for the female members of the Cupid Corp too. If I mess up, it'll just give the news one more bad soundbite. Then our members might really leave us for another agency. But we've never dealt with members like this in the past. What a tough situation to resolve. If someone lacks confidence, I could suggest that they focus on their strengths and build some self-esteem. And for someone who's a bit prideful, guiding them toward better behavior in regards to marriage is key. But this is a different situation entirely. None of them want to get married. Honestly, I don't even know why they're members. I pondered putting them through some marriage bootcamp training while I was considering that my work phone rang. Hello, Miss Buck speaking. Oh, perfect. I've got a new member on my hands, but none of the other advisors are free. I know you've got your hands full with the Parasite 5, but can you handle one more? Sure, should be fine. Excellent, thank you so much. I'll have them wait in the meeting room. I hung up the phone and prepared the necessary documents before getting up. It's been a while since I've handled someone who's not part of the Parasite 5. Even my fellow advisors are worried about me. The Parasite 5 really are legendary around here. Even people from other departments have started sharing their concerns. I've become something of a legend myself, I guess. I couldn't help but wonder what this new member might be like. While walking down the hall, I tried to imagine. I wonder what they're like too. But guess we're about to find out. Dream wedding at Cupid Court. As I entered the meeting room, I saw a woman staring nervously at the floor. Hello, it's nice to meet you. My name is Bug. I'm a bridal advisor here. I flashed her a smile and held out my business card. She accepted it with trembling hands, then looked down again. Nice to meet you. My name is Melanie. Melanie Hatchell. Well, Melanie, thank you so much for coming in today. Before moving on, I gave her a chance to look up at me. Instead, she just glanced around the rest of the room. She must be really nervous. This is probably her first time using a bridal agency. Well, it's the bridal advisor's job to help our members relax. You know, our company offers a wide variety of services. Would you mind if I provide some explanation and a bit of guidance? That would be nice. She gave a small nod. So with pamphlet in hand, I began describing the different services we had to offer. Melanie hung on every word and began nodding along enthusiastically. Wow, it's been a while since I've had someone actually listen to what I was saying. I'd almost forgotten how nice it is. I wish the Parasite 5 were this cooperative. Well, I believe that just about covers everything, so now I'd like to ask about you. Melanie blinked in confusion. Me? Yes, to begin with, are there any must-haves or absolute deal-breakers when it comes to your potential partner? I'm not in a position to make those kinds of demands. Nobody would ever choose me anyway. Why wouldn't they choose her? Please excuse me for asking, but have you done anything like this before, searching for a husband, I mean? Well, I did go to a few parties like that in college, but I never had the courage to talk to anyone. I like her voice. It's really soft. All my friends ended up getting married, or at least got boyfriends, but I don't know how to talk to men, so I got left behind. Oh, she's shy. Could someone like me ever even get... Yes. Absolutely you can. That's my job as a bridal advisor, to help you find your perfect husband. I gave her a warm smile, intended to help ease her worries. I could tell we'd need to work on her low self-esteem. She couldn't seem to keep from talking negatively about herself. She's completely incapable of seeing anything good in herself. During college, I learned that you need praise and approval from others if you want to improve your self-esteem. As her advisor, I can give her the praise she needs, but she could just reject that and fall further into a downward spiral, in which case it would be better to build up her confidence by encouraging some self-improvement first. Let's see, it's probably better to start her off with a bit of light texting rather than going right to matchmaking parties. Cupid Corp utilizes a number of matchmaking tools. Matchmaking parties, Lost York food tours, and one-on-one meetings are some of our more successful methods. We also have a number of cafes, restaurants, and bars reserved specifically for our members, so they can feel more relaxed. For our more introverted members, we recommended that they start with texting, or even writing letters to initiate contact. Oh, that's actually a really good idea, because I know some people get really shy, and so, like, I can be more reserved face to face. Not always. Just depends on the circumstances and the environment I'm in. We like to divide up our members according to what methods we think fit them best. The messaging track is our go-to for shy folks. Messaging lets them avoid the stress of an in-person meeting, so it's great for people like Melanie who struggle with confidence. Okay, Melanie, can I tell you what I've got in mind for you? I started describing my recommended plan in detail and turned to the appropriate page in the pamphlet. Slowly, Melanie began to open up more about herself and what she was looking for in a partner. I couldn't remember the last time a member had talked with me so honestly. It was quite touching. Aww! Well, let me thank you again for trusting our company with this. The pleasure is all mine. If there's anything else I can help you with, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Okay, well, I'd better get going for now. Of course, if you have time, feel free to visit the cafe in our company annex. Cafe? Yes, we have a cafe that's for members only. Most people just use it to relax and take a break. Oh, really? Well, I wouldn't mind getting a cup of coffee. Maybe I'll check it out. I think that's a great idea. Why would you like me to show you the way? I opened the door to leave with Melanie when... I found Owen standing directly in front of us. Apparently, he was just about to knock on the door. Oh, hello there. Did you need something? Yes, well, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm very sorry. No, it's okay. As soon as she saw him, Melanie quickly ducked behind me. Don't worry about me. I was just leaving. Actually, I was about to take her to the company cafe. I see. If you don't mind, how about I take her instead? He's charming when he smiles. Huh? You're needed in the lobby, Miss Bug. The manager of our ad agency is here. Apparently, it's an emergency. Our ad agency? I tried to imagine what the problem might be, but couldn't think of anything off the top of my head. But there was also Melanie to consider. I tried to gauge her reaction, and she gave her head a quick shake. I'll be fine. Please, go ahead. But really, it's okay. Well, if you're sure, then if you'll excuse me. I gave her a final nod before leaving the meeting room. I quickly made my way to the lobby. As I got out of the elevator, I saw a nervous-looking man standing there. He was alone in the lobby. That must be the agency manager. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Are you from the advertising agency? I am indeed. And would you be the company's top bridal advisor who got her latest assignment from the president himself? That's right. I'm Kitty Bug. The one and only. Ah, great. You'll do just fine. Huh? Do what just fine? We have a huge emergency. I need you to come with me. Are you going to tell me what the emergency is? No? No? We're just going to rush off? With that explanation, the manager quickly led me away. He gave me a jacket and a pair of sunglasses, apparently as like a disguise, and then... The Happy Forest Cafe? We soon arrived at the cafe near the office. It was a regular destination of mine. Listen, Mr. Snail and I have a business lunch scheduled for the day. Please just play along. A business lunch with the president? But what am I doing here? I've got a plan to boost Cupid's reputation. You must have seen the news this morning, right? Just follow my lead. I did not see the news. I did see the news, but what's that got to do with it? I didn't have the first clue what this was about, but the manager just kept pushing me along. The president looked quite surprised to see me. Obviously, he didn't know I would be there. What on earth are you doing here? I just thought it would be a nice surprise. Anyway, let's have lunch. I had no choice but to sit next to Mr. Snail. The ad manager sat diagonally across from me, a look of desperation plastered on his face. So he wants me to help improve our image somehow, but why do I have to wear a disguise? So this is Cupid Corporation's top bridal advisor. Please go ahead and introduce yourself. Oh, well, my name is Katie Bug, and it's true that I'm the top bridal advisor at Cupid Corp. It's very nice to meet you. The pleasure's on mine. I'm a producer at Lost York TV. Wow, really? So you must work on the show like News 1 to 10 and Today's Funny News, right? Oh, so you've heard of us. That's great! I think everyone who lives in Lost York has heard of you. I had no idea what was going on, but I figured I may as well just smile and go with it. I'd been thrown into a meeting between my company's president and a TV producer without any warning. That sounds great. At least I look cute. Ah, yes, that's a very interesting point. Apparently, Mr. Snail had said something to catch the producer's attention. I got the impression that they were trying to put together some kind of TV show to boost Cupid Corp's image. The news report that morning had focused on declining marriage rates, along with some of our more unusual members. I guess that's why the president himself had agreed to meet with the media and was trying so hard to impress this producer. I had no idea Mr. Steele got involved in things like this. I always figured that the ad agency took care of all of that. Of course, I'd always known that he had founded Cupid Corp when he was a student and worked hard to get it where it was today. I'm sure he can do pretty much whatever he puts his mind to. In which case, I should do whatever I can to help make this a success too. After all, a member's potential for success is directly tied to the company's reputation. If I can do my part now, it should lead directly to more connections between humans. So your stance is that using your company's Cupid system will always turn out well for your members. Exactly. But surely it can't be that simple. Using a machine to match people together, how can that be better than direct human interaction? The people who manage the system are very good at their jobs. That's right, there's really nothing to worry about. We integrate even the tiniest details to reflect trends and cultures as well. And since we designed the system and maintain it internally, we can always refine it at a moment's notice. Social media trends, new online slang, the smallest things can be fed into it so that we can find the perfect match for each member. Wow, even social media trends? So then, what do you need the bridal advisors for? The producer looked directly at me and gave me a smile that had a bit of an edge to it. But frankly, I get this kind of question all the time. Some members try and use it as an excuse to get a membership discount. Ultimately, we have no way of knowing exactly what people are thinking, so we need people on site to make minor adjustments. What kind of minor adjustments? Well, for example, some people try to pretend they're someone they're not, and some just flat out lie. That is, unfortunately, true. In those cases, they have hidden motivations, preferences, or tastes that we can't uncover unless we talk with them personally. We observe how their eyes move during a conversation, when they take sips of water, all the tiny movements to moment-to-moment details. People have unconscious habits that a machine just can't pick up on. We're there to support and supplement the Cupid system. We calculate the most compatible partner, then take our personal experience and knowledge to provide additional advice. Interesting, but isn't this all just a whole lot of work? It can be, sure, but our goal is to help as many people as possible come to know the pure joy of married life. Of course, we don't just push them to get married. That just leads to short marriages. More people than ever are getting divorced. Our objective is to provide the sort of matchmaking that can nurture a long and happy post-marriage life. I see. This is all pretty impressive. I admit, I hadn't really thought of it that way. I guess that's why you're the expert. I'm just glad you took the time to hear us out. I'm sure Mr. Snail here must be quite happy to have such talented employees. I couldn't do it without them. Having passionate employees like her influences everyone around them, improving our service. I had my surprise, which slowly turned into a satisfied smile. I never would have guessed that's how Mr. Snail felt. Oh, speaking of marriage life, Cupid Corp has a wedding chapel right on site. Is that correct? I'd love to hear more about that. The president thoughtfully answered each of the producers' questions. And here and there I added details based on the prevailing opinions of people in the field. The meeting seemed to be going smoothly. Oh, that's always good. I'm glad the meeting is going well. One hour later. We finished eating, and the lunch finally came to an end. Well, I'd say you answered all my questions. I didn't expect this whole enterprise to be so entertaining. The producer seemed to have relaxed quite a bit. He stuck out his hand, and Mr. Snell gave it a firm shake. I certainly enjoyed myself as well. I need to put a suit pack on. Like a suit coat. Yes, it was an honor getting to speak with you. Well, I hope we get to do it again sometime. The producer gave us one final wave and slipped into the busy city crowd. After a moment, the ad agency manager suddenly reappeared in front of us. Thank you so much. It looks like the lunch went very well. Mr. Duff, where exactly were you this entire time? I had other matters to attend to, but don't worry, I heard what I needed to. Oh, and thank you too. Here's my card. Don't be surprised if I call you for help again. He shoved his business card at me. It said, Anthony Duff, manager of the world-famous Omnicon Advertising Group. And of course, we'll do everything we can to boost your company's image. Well, goodbye for now. Mr. Duff quickly departed, leaving me alone with Mr. Snail and feeling somewhat confused about everything that had just happened. I wonder why Mr. Snail was so formal. A campaign to help boost our image, interesting. So that lunch was to try and sell the producer on some kind of TV show, but why did I have to be involved? Normally, that would be a discussion for the agency manager and the company's president to have by themselves. Katie? I looked at the president when he spoke my name. He looked back with a calm, gentle expression. Thank you for your help today. I know he dragged you out here without warning, and during business hours, no less. No problem. Mr. Snail expressed his thanks so earnestly I couldn't help but smile. Oh. I'm honestly just glad I could help. It was nothing. I'm just glad I could help. Don't be so modest. I couldn't have described the relationships you built with our members or our day-to-day affairs. That was all on you. Listening to him talking, Mr. Snail showed a level of happiness I'd rarely seen from him. The thought that I really did help somehow made me happy too. But I do have one question. Why are you dressed like that? It doesn't seem like your usual style. Oh, Mr. Duff made me wear it. I guess I'll just have to give it back to him later. He made you wear it? But why? I have no idea. Maybe he thought I should be dressed more professionally since it was a business lunch and all? Well, in any case, it suits you. Oh, you think so? Yes, it's quite nice, actually. Oh! Not trying to romance him, but okay. Along with a rare compliment, the president revealed an equally rare smile. He's blushing, which is kind of cute. Thinking about it, I realized that was the first time I'd worn a jacket like that in front of him. Interesting. In any case, sorry for all the trouble. He was a year above me in college, and he always has been a little pushy. After the news report this morning, he wanted to have a meeting as soon as possible. Oh, that's right. That was a pretty strange report they did on today's funny news. Anthony's a good manager, and he's done good work for us, but he tends to believe that the end justifies the means. I never would have guessed he'd drag you to the meeting, but it wouldn't have gone nearly as well without you, so thank you. I was surprised at the gentle smile he flashed at me. I couldn't remember him ever smiling like that before. It made me realize that normally when he smiled, it was pretty much just for PR purposes. I think this might be the only time I've ever seen him smile outside of things like magazine spreads. He looks so much younger when he smiles. It's easy to forget that he's only 32 years old. He always seems so calm and collected, but I'm realizing that maybe he's been struggling all on his own this whole time. Oh? I just got a rather important email. I better get back to the office. Thank you again for everything today. I'm still counting on you to do your best with the Parasite 5. He glanced at his watch as he hurried out of the caf. The president really never gets to take a break, I guess. I should head back too. I need to get ready for the meeting tomorrow. I have a meeting with Parasite 5 tomorrow. I'm hoping I can find a few possible matches for them before then. I took off the jacket and the glasses and headed back to the office. I wonder who I'll end up with. I stepped through the automatic doors as I pressed reception. A woman I'd never met suddenly materialized in front of me. What? Oh my! Aren't you just the most adorable little advisor? I choose her! Who is she? She doesn't look cute in a poodle skirt. Madam, please, just wait a moment. Our system will choose the best advisor for you. My word, must I endure such tiresome formalities? I like her and I simply refuse to speak with anyone else. I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid her schedule is completely full at the moment. Oh, so she's as popular as she is charming. How wonderful! I suppose that is true, but please, if you just come this way, we can... My name is Catherine Spade, and I'm a professional domestic worker. I'm quite popular with men, so I don't need any help there. I just happen to have a bit of free time. Please, just fill this sheet, all the required information. It's okay, Miss Bug. I'll take care of this. Okay, thanks. Well, if you'll excuse me. See you again very soon, my lovely little Cupid. Catherine happily waved her handkerchief at me. What an odd woman. But to be honest, she looks kind of familiar. As I tried to recall where I might have seen her before, I quickly turned around and nearly ran into yet another new member. Melanie? Sorry, I was hoping to talk to you, but I didn't want to interrupt. Oh, were you listening the whole time? Yes, that woman seems really amazing. So beautiful, so confident. Melanie was staring at Catherine with big puppy dog eyes. She's the type of person who's sure to have a perfect marriage. I could never hope for something like that. Not true, you totally can. And there she goes again with the intense self-deprecation. Melanie's not unattractive. She could just use the confident boost. Maybe some fashion tips and she'd be a total cutie. Guiding the lost lambs back to the flock is the job of any good goddess. Or, bridal advisor. I need to find someone compatible for her. But in her case, it's also my duty to plant seeds of confidence to bloom into love or blossom. Together, I'm sure we can do this. I'm going to do everything I can to help you. By the way, what did you think of the cafe? Oh, the cafe was delicious, and someone did try to start a conversation with me, but I'm afraid I didn't handle it very well. Uh-oh. Owen was very nice, though. He told me all about the company, and... Melanie looked down bashfully. I smiled at her, trying to get her to feel at ease. I led her to one of the lobby couches. I let her tell me all about her time at the cafe. Apparently, Owen showed her all around the rest of the company as well. I gave her some advice about conversation icebreakers and made sure she was smiling again before we said our goodbyes. When she was gone, I started brainstorming a possible matchmaking process to help improve her odds of success. Just match her with Owen. She seems smitten. It'd be cute. It'd be cute. After work, I was walking home alone as usual. Whew, what a day. I replied to all those Parasite 5 messages, consulted with Melanie, and had a surprise business lunch with Mr. Snail. Not to mention finalizing the meet with the Parasite 5 tomorrow. I really hope everything goes smoothly. Making my way home, I kept thinking about what type of woman might have make a good wife for each of them. Gil is super picky, so I need to show him as many candidates as possible to get a sense of what his preferences actually are. For Manchurisa, I need to keep messaging him and find out what marriage really means to him and hopefully get him to come in. With Riku, I should focus on women who know all about beauty, but I don't want them to feel like they're competing with each other. As for Rule, he doesn't really want to get married, he just wants to learn about love. I should find someone with similar interests. If they can just hit it off from there, that might be enough to develop into a proper relationship. Rule did mention how he got slapped once, though, so conversations about personal interests might get kind of risky. Even if they have similar interests, small misunderstandings like that could turn into a major blowout. Are you gonna touch on, Alan at all? No? Meanwhile, Alan's problem is Alan. There isn't really a right member for him. I need him to adjust his preferences somehow. That goes for everyone, actually. They're not ready for relationships as is. They refuse to even listen to our lectures. I was talking to someone recently, and we got into a conversation. It's not about how old you are. When you start dating, your mental maturity level, that's a huge factor, but your emotional maturity level is also a huge factor. I turned to social media in hopes of some new inspiration. Ever since the HQ8 incident, searching for #Cupid on Instagram had become part of my daily routine. Let's see if anyone's talking about #Cupid today. As usual, there are lots of posts. Even after that ad campaign ended, #Cupid caught on and people still use it all the time. Feeling reinvigorated, I began scrolling through the posts. All of a sudden, a certain article caught my eye. The article's title was Cupid Corp Prez Wife Finally Caught on Film. Oh boy. I wonder what she's like. It was from some crummy tabloid, but I still couldn't contain my curiosity. But when I clicked through the article, I nearly dropped my phone. What the heck? The photo in the article showed the president in the Happy Forest Cafe. In other words, it was from our lunch today. There was also a shot of someone from behind. The woman they claimed was his wife was actually me. Oh boy. I had a feeling that's where that was going, but I wasn't certain. Yeah, probably not the best idea to do that. You should probably ask. The next morning, I marched straight into Mr. Snell's office. Mr. Snell, tell me you're not okay with this. Good morning, Katie. Not okay with what now? Look at this! I showed him the article I found on my way home yesterday. They're saying this is a photo of your wife. What? No, this is... The president was clearly just now learning about the article. He made no attempt to hide his shock. This is from our lunch yesterday? Who would take such a picture? I'm very sorry. The last thing I'd want is to cause more trouble for you. Well, I wasn't disguised, and the picture is from behind, so nobody would know it's me. But isn't your wife gonna be mad? My wife might get mad? Yeah, of course. If I were her and I saw an article about me and the picture wasn't even me, I'd be furious. For her sake, I'd say you should try and get this photo taken down as soon as possible. For my wife's sake. He's not married. Oh, this is so awkward. Yes, you do care about her, right? He gave a serious nod, but for some reason, he also seemed a bit sad. Mr. Snow? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to imagine how that conversation might go. Does your wife not care about things like this? Well, that's a complicated question. Even if it didn't make her mad, I'm sure she wouldn't like it. Worst case scenario, she might think you're cheating on her. Cheating? Mr. Snell, are you feeling okay? He seemed disoriented, and I asked the question again. He just stared at me and started breaking out in a cold sweat. I think it's time I told you the truth. I'm sure you've heard the stories about what an amazing husband I am, but the truth is... Mr. Snow, we've got a serious problem. Owen? Surely you've heard of knocking before entering? I'm very sorry, but this is a major emergency. Why isn't Owen romanceable? He's a cutie patootie. What's the matter? Well, I know you have had a meeting plan with Parasite today, but somehow they got introduced to a group of female members. All hell is breaking loose downstairs right now. What? Oh no. Oh no! I followed Owen down to the lobby to see what was happening. The women were so agitated, I couldn't make my way through them. Oh no! This is so bad! I shouldn't be laughing! Oh my goodness! That one can't get over his ex, and the other one isn't interested in any of us at all. Are you all insane? I do apologize, but I just can't date a woman that's not already in love. Sorry, I'm trying, but I just can't imagine being with anyone but her. Gail, no! Listen, I don't think that the Roswell incident was about UFOs at all. It was actually a modern day Ragnarok event. If you're going to come all this way, you should probably spend a little time on your appearance. I did. Fashion was one of my biggest passions. It just so happens that I'm a magazine model. I'm sorry. Please tell me you're joking. Oh, Riku, stop. Stop. What the hell is wrong with you? I can't believe this stupid Cupid Corp didn't kick you out the second you walked in. Oh, you're saying it's my fault nobody's interested in you? There's nothing uglier than someone who blames others. Oh, gosh. I am so sorry. I put myself between the crowd and the Parasite 5 doing my best to apologize. This is all one big misunderstanding. There must have been a scheduling mix-up. I'm coaching these members right now. They were absolutely not supposed to meet with you. If you'd like, we can connect you with some of our other members. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm drenched from being sprayed in the face with what that missed. Bring me someone better next time. I'm really, truly sorry. I continued to bow profusely and ushered the women away. After they disappeared, I turned back to the Parasite 5, but... Most people think UFOs come from outer space, but I say they're vehicles from the gods. Many ancient materials support my theory. Riku looks disturbed, Alan doesn't care, Rule looks super happy, and Gil looks just kind of done. Riku, what are you doing? Taking care of my nails. He probably has better nails than I do. Was this all my fault? Whenever they ask what my idol woman is like, I can't help but tell the truth. Don't talk about a woman you used to be in love with. You can, like, give characteristics of, like, you know, kind, caring, funny, smart, like, generalized things. The Parasite 5 have shown no signs of changing. I shot a pointed look at the president who had followed after me. Mr. Snail, do you really think these people can get married? One of them even sent a representative, right? If he actually wants to get married, he'd be here himself. Oh, the look on his face. Well, you must understand, my client is quite busy. But he's not willing to commit to a normal married life either, right? So why would he want to get married in the first place? I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable... Ah, Mr. Snell, I'm glad I caught you! As the members were leaving, Mr. Duff from our advertising agency announced his presence. How can I help you? Remember the TV producer from yesterday? Well, he said he wants to make a show based on Cupid Corp. Seriously? Seriously, and it's all thanks to you, Miss Bug. Why me? He was very impressed with you. In fact, he's already come up with a concept for the show. Oh? He handed me a piece of paper. It described the plan for 5 episodes. 1 per week, 30 minutes each, airing at midnight. 5 episodes? I had a 1-episode special in mind. But it sounds like he wants to put a spotlight on us. There is one condition, though. He wants you to pick members of yours that will look good on camera. Why do I feel like this is gonna be the Parasite 5? On camera? So he wants us to recruit members we've already got? I couldn't help but look over at the Parasite 5. Look, it is true. They're all really good looking and they would all look fantastic on camera. I might be biased, but like, you know. One's an actor, one's like this hot punky dude, one's a fashion expert, and one's like this homely type. But he's still real cute. I could still hear them rambling on about random topics like pillows and ancient mythology. I told them I wanted to meet with them, so they were sitting there waiting for me. Putting them on TV would cause all kinds of problems, so... Okay, so what's the point of dating a bunch of people that look good on camera? We're gonna put them in a share house, you know, have guys and girls live together. Oh, why do I feel like I'm gonna get roped into this? Oh no, run, run! Excuse me. It's like a matchmaking boot camp, broadcasted on live TV. Pretty incredible idea, right? Well, I guess so. Also, Katie, as the company's top advisor, you'll be part of it too. Oh no. I was worried about that. Wait, me? Of course, the whole point is to get Cupid Corp's name out there, right? Men and women living together and getting help from Cupid Corp's best advisor all the while. What do you think? It would draw attention, that's for sure. It'd certainly be a good thing. It'd certainly be a good thing for the company. That's what I'm saying. What's this? Are you going to be on TV? Oh, Alan's suddenly interested. That hasn't been decided yet. Huh? Who's this? Oh, this is one of our members. He's seeking marriage, and she's actually coaching him right now. Along with those other guys over there. Oh, those guys. Wait, is that Rule? The famous Sillywood actor? Him, the cute boy next door type, and the super handsome guy are all trying to get married? Oh, well, that's not exactly... Yes, that's right. Oh, wait, no! If he realized they're all trying to get married, he'll try and exploit them for his show. I'm not okay with that. Actually, they're all currently undergoing some special coaching, so they're not on the open market, as it were. Hey, you guys, want to be on TV? We're putting together a show about living in a share house. I think it'd be perfect for it. He's already talking to them? No, wait, please, they're not. Oh no, oh no. Oh. Oh no! A share house? You mean I'd get to live with her? I'm in! Could this be a new acting method? Count me in. I'll just have to talk to my agent first. I already sent my client a text, and he said he'd be happy to join. Well, I joined as a representative. No. Oh, no. No. Fantastic. Riku didn't even answer. Everyone, what about your normal jobs? I'm a freelance editor. I can work from home or anywhere else. Or my hours are totally flexible. I can do my design work from wherever I want. Oh, he's in. I just need to go to the store during the day. My nights are totally free. My agent said it would be good prep for my next movie, so I'm good to go. Then that settles it. All we have to do now is settle on the share house location. Oh no. Oh, I actually have a vacation home on First Ave. You can use that. Really? That'd be a huge help for the budget. I'll send you a project plan as soon as it's ready. He's already gone. We'll be roomies for the first time in a while. Isn't that wonderful, Katie? I'll bring Roma, Troy, and the Hercules to the share house. I sure hope someone can discuss this with me. I'm so much more excited for today's meeting now. I hope you feel the same way, my advisor. Oh no, I can't even! Yeah, good luck. Is Riku actually into this? I think he's into you, he just won't admit it. He's already struck me as the least motivated, but he didn't reject the plan. That makes me alone think there's something to being part of the show. Well, this beats my plan of giving them another coaching session anyways. They really are the Cupid Corporation's most attractive members. It's a great advertisement opportunity for the company, for sure. Even the president himself is excited about this. How can I say no? Rule is a professional actor, and Riku should be fine as long as we have a humidifier. I just have to make sure nothing happens while we're live. I'll have to coach them while the cameras are off. Worst case scenario, I'll need to prep a script. This should be fine. Chi, we might need your help. Just step on Katie Bug's back some. Just step on my back some. Give me shoulder massages during this. It'll be okay. It's going to be okay, I hope. Oh boy. And thus, the collaboration between Lost York TV and the Cupid Corporation began. Everything was so hectic that I completely forgot my picture showed up in a tabloid article claiming I was the president's wife. Anyway, Parasite House was all set to premiere. Oh no. A matchmaking show starring the Parasite 5. Oh no. Oh man. St. Clarice, is there any chance you might want to be on TV? I'd gone to 2 Red Hens earlier and brought a slice of their both famous cheesecake to help grease the wheels. TV, are you referring to that joint project with Lost York TV? I thought you were going to use some of our female members, right? Well, that was the initial plan, but they all backed out. Surprisingly, or maybe not so surprisingly, each and every one of them had rejected my offer. They either didn't want people to know they were trying to get married, didn't want the publicity, or just didn't like the men. Rule Agent also asked that I not include any of his fans. The air date has already been set, but we still don't have anyone other than the initial 5. So, how about it? I bet the show would get pretty exciting with you there. Not interested. No, Clarice, don't do this to me! But I figured as much. Back when Clarice was working part-time at Kitty's Diner, she'd get recruiters trying to convince her to model all the time. I should have known she'd turn me down. Still, it hurt to hear her say no without hesitation. Aren't you going to be on the show? That should be enough. Only as a bridal advisor, the show is about matchmaking. Someone's got to make it possible for matches to be made. Well, I think it's plenty exciting if the consultants ended up falling in love with their advisor. She's flicking her lips. It's hilarious. Her sticking her tongue out, I can't tell which. But if the bridal advisor doesn't do her job and falls in love instead, there'd be no end to the complaints. You think so? I think it would make for good reality TV. Yes, I do. Please, Clarice, come on. I have to move into the share house by tomorrow. Do it, and I'll treat you to the hedge duck burger. I've already got plenty of men willing to treat me to a nice dinner. Okay, then how about I do all the chores for a month? No thanks, I actually like doing housework. I had to get good at it after Gil left. Then how about a free massage ticket from me to you? I'd rather go to a professional. Sorry, I guess that's true. No worries. Anyway, good luck. Oh man, I tried all the stops. Operation Recruit Clarice has failed. Despite the delicious cheesecake, desperation overwhelmed me. Tomorrow's the move-in, but there's a week until the first episode. I hope I can find someone with such short notice. I thought about it while I was eating, and decided that if worst came to worst, I could just ask one of our female staffers. I don't think any of them would say yes, knowing who's on the roster, just being honest. The next day... Oh, this looks like a nice little dig, right here. The production staff generously provided a moving service so we could bring a month's supply of necessities to the share house. You can just put that right there. Oh, would you mind moving that over here? Wow, that thing is pretty big. What is it? An oxygen capsule. He really has no limits when it comes to beauty. If he's holding himself to such a high standard, I'm 100% sure he has a high sky expectation for his future partner, too. The other day, he even mentioned that he thought a certain magazine model was hideous. I want to adjust his perspective as quickly as I can, but I'm just not sure how to go about it. Then again, is it alright to meddle with his beliefs? If I don't, he'll probably have major problems in any marriage. What the heck is that? I noticed a frown on Riku's face. I turned to see what he was looking at and immediately froze up. Oh no. What is this statue? Oh, Kitty! You mind if I put this here? What is that? Riku looks like, you? Also, I want to poke his belly button. Rule looks beyond happy that he has a statue, and I'm just like, oh, Rule, what are you doing? It's a statue of Neptune. This is supposed to be Neptune? My situation is a little different, but Neptune is a man in both myth and reality, but this definitely looks like a woman. Come to think of it, this statue kind of looks like my Aunt Minerva. Does this suit your image of Neptune? Personally, I think he should be much bigger and way more muscular. Well, I saw her once at the Baltimore Neptune Festival. Huh? I didn't see anything like that. Was there an ornament I missed, or...? No, I'm talking about the real deal Neptune, not some ornament. This looks way too much like my aunt. Maybe she actually went to the festival. Anyway, I'm putting the statue right here. It'll protect us from any potential tsunamis. That disgusting statue is nothing but a distraction. Can't you put it in your room? Rude, Aunt Minerva is not disgusting. I wish you would have said that out loud. No way, I want to see it whenever I eat. We need this space to set up the cameras. Please put it in your room, if you don't mind. Fine, whatever. Thank you, President, for helping. I appreciate it. Rule simply shrugged his shoulders and thankfully moved the statue to his room. Next door to him, Riku was busy setting up his humidifier and prepping all his beauty equipment. Alan was naturally already hitting on some of the female movers. Gil was in the kitchen inspecting all of the silverware and cooking utensils, basically acting like a classic housewife. Can they actually make a show with these guys? This is going to be an interesting TV show. This is not what I was expecting. And there's still the problem of the lack of female participants. Also, I need to finish moving my stuff in. I hauled my luggage up to the still empty women's room. Later that night, Alan and Gil, who were rooming with Rule, started screaming at the sight of his grim statue. Excuse me. Oh, man. That was hilarious. That was great. Parasite House Live. Eventually, the participation period came to an end. Eventually, the preparation period came to an end. By the day of recording, we'd somehow managed to get 5 of our female members to agree to be on the show. Oh boy. I bet they'll all leave before the end. I thought we had everything sorted out, but when it was time for the camera to roll, none of the members had actually shown up to the share house. We're supposed to go live today, and did they all just happen to have some kind of last-minute emergency? I tried calling each of them, but nobody picked up. What am I gonna do? Is everything okay? None of the women are here, and I can't get in touch with any of them. Oh, they all let me know that they were dropping out of the project. Peter Flagg, the show's assistant director, gave me the bad news. Okay, wait, what? They dropped out? Yeah, they started fighting over Alan, and all of a sudden they all said they were quitting and walked off the set. Why didn't you try and stop them? I was ready to tear Peter's head off, but he just smiled and held up his camera. My job is to look after the recording equipment. But you're the director. Your job is also to look after the talent. And you, Alan, what did you do? Why were they fighting over you? I was just trying to comfort the girls that Riku had been ignoring. Comfort, yeah, right. Treating them like pieces of meat again, more like it. Well, there's no better place to comfort a woman. Oh no, Alan, no! You're so disgusting. And why were you ignoring the girls, Riku? Huh? They were girls? Oh! He probably didn't see them because they didn't meet his beauty standard. See? He didn't even notice them. But we're supposed to go live tonight. What seems to be the problem, Katie? Why are you yelling? Is there a problem here? Yes! All my female members quit! Mr. Snell, the producer, will... Oh, filming already, Peter? Excellent work ethic. Oh yeah, I finally learned how to use the camera. I even made sure to turn it on this time. Very good, very good. Now, if... Wait, you don't know how to use... Oh my goodness. Dude, what the heck? Ah, nuts. I did it again. So he doesn't know how to use a camera. That's great. That's fantastic. Yeah. Did you run into some kind of issue? Yes, well, it would appear that the entire female cast has quit. They quit? Huh? Why would they do that? Well, one of the men started hitting on them. They all started fighting over him, and this is the result. Oh, no. Oh, but I made sure to get all the... I thought you didn't know how to use the camera! Well, you shouldn't put the camera down, and you should have put the camera down and tried to stop them. You got it all on camera? Peter, just terrific. We can edit that together and change the entire tune of the first episode. What? It'll be great. It's just some kind of thing our viewers are hungry for. I just wish the whole thing could have happened live. Oh no. This show's not gonna work well. Y'all, it's not gonna work. I see. I suppose that's exactly the kind of thing that might happen during a show like this. We'll use the moment they all quit as the intro to the show, then launch into an entirely new concept. We can call it Bad Boys to Married Men, the greatest love coach's greatest challenge. What do you think? That sounds awesome. I'd watch it. Oh man. Dang it, Rule. You're in it. Well, I guess I'll watch it later. Of course. We wouldn't want people thinking we staged the whole thing, so I'll put out an apology on behalf of those other girls. Yes, I can see it now. Aha. This is gonna be my greatest project yet. Is it? Is it really though? Seriously? I didn't feel great about any of this, but I figured if the producer was fine with it, I'll be fine. Maybe. No, this is not gonna work. I should go and apologize to them myself. Maybe I can help them out in the future to make up for everything. Okay, well, are all of you okay with whatever this is? Sure, sounds good. Yeah, I'm fine with it. He's gonna be in the kitchen cooking most of the time. He's house husband. He's gonna be trying to flirt with me, and it's just gonna be weird. I don't know if he's gonna be here or not, because, you know, he has a representative. Speaking of the company, we have no issues with it, as long as you can actually secure new cast members. I can confirm that my client is fine with this, as well. You say it's your client in the room. Riku? As long as I can still do my job, I don't care. All he cares is about beauty and fashion. Then I guess that's no problem. You know, I was thinking, why don't you give Riku some kind of nickname, like Riku-kun or something? Huh? Are you talking to me? He's got some sort of cute boy next door thing going, you know? No, Gil has the boy next door thing going. With the house husband, Riku's like... I don't know how to describe him. The aloof one? I didn't feel too comfortable with that since I was his advisor and all. In the midst of his skincare routine, he glanced at me. I don't really care either way. Call me whatever you want. Then I'll give it a try, I guess? Oh, that's great. You go with that. We're gonna snag some diehard fans with that one. That just... What? Only if he can stop carpet bombing people with his mist and judging people's faces. If he even sees their faces. As I thought about it, I decided it might be for the best that there weren't any other female members here. Riku would probably just start ignoring them right off the bat. They might be less than human until the very end. That's what happened. Right away. And that's why Alan tried to comfort them. I guess the producer has already settled on a title, Bad Boys to Married Men, the greatest love coach's greatest challenge. Which meant that the show would be assessing my own skills too. This is giving me a stomachache. I thought about taking some of the stomach medicine Riku's previous advisor used. Suddenly, a cup of water appeared by my side. Here you go, I thought you might want... What? This man's like over here reading minds. Maybe he's the one I should have gone after. Oh, Gil, thank you. Not only does he cook and clean, but like he also brings me water. Like, husband material. Come to think of it, back when we were roommates, Bill always managed to pick up on exactly what I needed at any given moment. He's not into Clarice, he's into you. I think it's kind of unfair that everyone's branded him as a level 1 parasite. I should either try to get him and Clarice together or help him find a new love. I took the medicine and washed it down with water Gil gave me. I was prepared for the impending live broadcast. At some time later, Parasite House, a collaboration between Cupid Corp and Lost York TV, was set to premiere. Oh, this song is so boppin'. Hello to everyone out there in Lost York. Don't you dare touch that dial, because it's time for Parasite House! I'll be your host, everyone's favorite boomer, Karzu? We've got a brand new show lined up for you today, and it's all about looking for love. You know what I'm talking about, right? Damn! You can think of it like hunting for a marriage, setting out and chasing down a mate like a lion in the... Whoa! Now me, I don't need anything like that. I've already decided to be permanently unattached. If any ladies want to try and change my mind... Cute laughter. Oops, sorry, I got a little carried away there. Like I said, the theme of this show is finding true love. We were gonna have guys and girls schmucking up together, but all the girls dropped out, so now it's just a bunch of dudes. Yeah, that's a real selling point right there. Alan's song! I love his song. What? Alan said he loved me the most. No, me. No way, he said he wants me to test out his pillow. Excuse me? Alan, which one of us are you actually serious about? None of you. The answer is none of you. Sorry, but I'm not serious about any of you. I just love any girl who loves someone else. You suck! Clap. He deserves that. And the tea has been spilled, y'all. Now you can see why all the female members dropped it, like it's hot. Now, it's nothing but dudes. Rumor has it, they're a pretty erratic bunch. Eccentric. I can't. Rumor has it they're a pretty eccentric bunch. What's the mean of the show? You'll just have to stick around to the very end. So without further ado, let's get this party started. The Cupid Corporation proudly presents Parasite House. The stage is set. A group of 5 feisty fellows who have failed at finding love are about to fight tooth and nail to find their wife. And their official tutor in romance is none other than Cupid Corp's most decorated bridal advisor. Hi there, I'm Katie Bug, the Cupid Corporation's top bridal advisor. Not only that, but she's the youngest person to earn such an honor in the company's entire history. For anyone out there looking for love, why not try your luck with Cupid Corp's revolutionary matchmaking system? Now then, first up, I'd like to introduce Gil Lovecraft. Hello there, my name's Gil. He's so cute. After an essentially painful breakup, he became known as a lovelorn parasite. Let's hope you can overcome your past trauma, my man. Haha, I'll try my best. Next up, we have the mysterious Monsieur. More specifically, we got his representative. I smell a serious drama storm brewing on this one. Hello, I am Owen, Monsieur's official representative. I hear he's known as the prestige parasite. There's nothing he cares about more than his own social standing. Which would explain why he sent someone else in his place. But who knows, maybe someday we'll get to meet the big man himself. And he's in the room. I generally feel bad for him, though, because he wants to tell the truth, and the company's like, no, you have to be married for image sake. Next, we've got Riku. He's that guy with a cool gaze and a quiet demeanor, a charming young man who's all about a life of fashion, which has earned him the nickname of Glamour Parasite. He won't even speak to you if your looks aren't up to snuff. Hell of a work day today. Moving right along, we've got Alan. Greetings, everyone. I am the one and only Alan. He's known as the thieving parasite. Apparently, all he's interested in is in stealing other people's girls. To any women out there who are in love, come see me at Pillow Luxury on 9th Ave to learn what a real man can do. I'll make your dreams come true. What? The thieving parasite going full throttle right out the gate. But please, don't do anything illegal. We can't show stuff like that on TV. He's talking about his pillow company. He works at a pillow store. Yep, we're going with that. And finally, for all the guys and gals out there who just love mainstream entertainment, meet a true Sillywood superstar. Rule! Hiya! Everyone in the studio is going nuts. To everyone watching at home, this is the moment you've all been waiting for, is it not? Rule is going to be starring in the next installment of always popular movie series, Goddess Upon the Camel. But even this dreamy Sillywood actor has his dark side. Keep a close eye on him and see if you can figure out just what kind of parasite he is. Now then, let's get things started. It's Parasite House! We managed to get through the first 5 minutes at least. During the commercial break, I let out a deep sigh of relief. We've only made it this far thanks to the boomtastic bomber. The big problem now are the introductions after the break. Everyone will be taking turns talking to the camera. I have to keep an eye on them and hopefully nothing bad happens. Wait, they're all filming in our rooms. Everyone get moving. Chop chop, move it, move it, move it. Hey, there's a poster of us. And Chi? But no one can see Chi. The commercial break is almost over. Is everyone ready? And 3, 2, 1, action! Thanks for sticking around. Now it's time for a little one-on-one with the members of the Parasite House. Okay, everyone, let's get those introductions going. With bomber transition, the camera turned to me. The script said that the introduction would start with me, so even though I'm super nervous, I opened my mouth and started to speak. I'd like to introduce myself one more time. My name is Katie Bug, and I'm the top bridal advisor of Cupid Corp. I see myself as a modern-day Cupid, and I want to help everyone find love. I'll do my very best over the next month. What a wonderful woman. I look forward to seeing how everyone's love lives turn out. By the way, are you in a different room now? Oh, yes I am. This is the room where Gil, Rule, and Alan will be staying. Looks comfy to me. I hope they're great roomies. Next up, let's hear from the men themselves. Hi, I'm Gil Lovecraft. I've just been trying to find my wife, but then out of nowhere, everyone started calling me the lovelorn parasite. It's true, I'm still in love with my college sweetheart. She still hasn't noticed me. So wait, this is on national TV, right? Someone's got a chronic case of lovetites. Huh? Just be sure you don't turn into a stalker. I just want to make her the happiest girl in the world. I definitely don't want to overstep my boundaries. Ideally, I'd like her to fall in love and fall for me, but I know I should give up. That's why I'm looking for love in new places. I'm really giving it my all, even though I wish she would finally recognize my feelings for her. Hey, look, if you like someone, or you have feelings for someone, you should tell them. Don't assume they'll figure it out. He's doubling down. He must really want her. Viewers, if you're looking for devotion, its name is Gil Lovecraft. So, do you have a message for our viewers? This is your time to shine. Huh? My time to shine? Well, I'll do the chores and get a good job. I just want to make my love happy. I'll do whatever it takes to make you smile. I took a job with flexible hours so I could devote my time to you. I don't have a girlfriend yet, so... Anyway, I can't really support a family right now. I'm a freelance editor, but I don't really make that much money yet. But if I can come home to my beloved, I'll take whatever job I have to. I don't need any time. Oh, what about working from home? Maybe I could grow. Hey! I know you're dedicated, but maybe find a job that isn't illegal. You don't want to wind up in jail, do you? Oh. Next up is Rule. Hey, I'm Rule. You know, the actor. I love reading ancient texts about mythology, then explaining and debating them. I even brought a statue from my personal collection that I'd like everyone to see. Hey, camera guy, could you get a shot of it? Oh no, I forgot about the statue. Oops. This is a statue of Neptune that I personally commissioned. I'm sure everyone is familiar with the 12 Olympians, right? They're the 12 main gods in Greek mythology. The Romans call them the D-constants. Their stories are my favorite. In fact, they're the reason I got into mythology in the first place. But I like Norse, Japanese, and Egyptian myths too. There's a lot of common ground between all their myths. Surprisingly, for example, lots of culture mentions a great flood, and... Wow, isn't that fascinating? Thanks for those incredible historical tidbits. I'm sure you're all familiar with Rule, the action star, but he's got a smart side too. So that's why he said people referred to him as an obsessed parasite. I had no idea what he was talking about, but I sure do now. He just can't get enough when it comes to ancient myths, and we can't wait to hear more about it. Now, let's move on to Alan. Hello, my friends. I'm Alan. As you know, I just love girls that are in love. And our goal is to break him of that extremely bad habit by the end of the series. I'm also great at picking out the perfect pillow. Its length and thickness can completely change your sleeping experience. So come see me. You can lay down together and find the right one for you. And if you're already in love, I'll take great care of you. Yes, well, we're going to do our very best to fix this thieving parasite. Anyway, let's move to the next room. Here we have Riku and Owen, Mashore's representative. Company president Shelby Snell is also here to keep an eye on them. Owen, as a representative, please fill us in on Mashore's positive traits. My name's Owen, and I am here to fully and articulately represent my client. That is all. Great, but could you tell us some of his hobbies or his preferences when it comes to women? His hobby is to remain SS. His special skill is that he requires little sleep and can work for extended periods of time. No. You need sleep. You need to sleep, you need to drink water, and you need to eat food. As for women, he has no strong preferences. All he wants is someone who can accept his goals and help him remain SS. Okay, so what the heck is this SS thing? It means to earn SS rank. His desire is to be only the very best of the best. And he hates wasting his time on pointless activities. So it sounds like he's a pretty serious guy who cares about social standing. He wants to keep growing and advancing in life, huh? Well, I hope he's able to fall in love with someone who can help with that someday. Now let's move on to Riku. My full name is Riku. Hello. He actually talked, but that might have been the worst introduction ever. Fun fact! Riku-kun is the youngest guy here. Anyway, on top... Anyway, on to the interview. So, do you have any hobbies or things you're into? Natto. Oh, so you like natto, a classic Japanese dish. Actually, Riku-kun is originally from Japan. He's come all the way to Los York to further his career as a designer. He's got a super artistic sensibility, and... And as you can see, he's happy to hit you with some hydrating myths if you're looking dehydrated. Hopefully, he'll reveal a few of his skincare routine secrets. As the series goes on. Okay, that concludes the introductions. Back to you, Bomber. Sure thing. Thanks, girl. Well, we're certainly got a unique bunch of bros here, but I'm sure there's plenty more to learn about each of them. Next up, we'll explore some of their other charms. I'm talking about muscles, a must for any hunter on the prowl. Huh? That was unexpected. Out of nowhere, Bomber had improvised a segue into a totally different segment. For whatever reason, all the guys decided to follow his lead and started taking off their clothes to show off their muscles. Kill shot rules like, here I am, Riku's just standing back for like, whatever. Wow, looks like none of you have been skipping leg or arm day. Look at those fantastic muscles. I have to make sure I'm always presentable for the ladies after all. Maintaining the health of your body is a minimum requirement. I'm sorry, but I don't work out. That's okay, Gil. You've got the whole skinny cute thing going on. Stick with that works for you. Skinny cute. Oh, and why aren't you bearing it all? If you'll recall, I'm merely a representative. Well, even as a representative, you can't hold back. Show us what you've got and charm the socks off everyone. I'm afraid there isn't much to show. Unlike the president, I don't exercise at all. Oh, you mean President Cell? You're saying he lifts? He swims every single day in order to stay in shape. Wow! He sounds pretty dedicated. It's my duty as a responsible business owner. Well then, I guess we'll just have to ask Mr. President himself to strip down. What? It's the Parasite 5, not the Parasite 4. We need a complete set. For the sake of the show, it's time to show some muscle. But we're missing a rule. Well, I suppose I don't have a choice. He's like, okay. He looks so awkward. Wow, someone's really on their grind. I'm talking muscle on muscle. Now, what about our great rule? Hey, cameraman, let's get a sneak peek. He's just like standing there like flexing like Zeus or Hercules. I just knew what Arnold's really what actor star has it all. But what's with that pose? It's... I don't know what that is. It's an ancient Greek sport, similar to wrestling or boxing. Suppose you could call it a martial art. In fact, ancient Grecian pottery often depicts scenes of it. You should check it out at a museum if you're interested. Actually, there are many theories about the origins of... Oh my goodness. In fact, they say he used it on the... Remember, right, king of Athens, and according to some son of... So some of those viewers say desired by Poseidon. Okay, martial arts guys, so how's everyone else exercise going? I don't have a particular routine, although I do like getting a good workout in bed. Oh goodness, sex appeal. What about you? I stretch only as much as necessary. There is no beauty in exercising until you sweat. I do pellets and spend time in the sauna to stimulate my lymph nodes. That's more than enough. That's still a lot. You're pretty committed in your own way. Everyone else is working so hard. I have to do the same. Plus, if I get stronger, I can better protect her. That's it. I made up my mind. I'm gonna get jacked by the end of the show. Very nice, Gil. Looks like you're giving it your all. Now, let's get down to business. Oh, looks like that's all the time we have for today. Too bad. This concludes the first installment of Parasite House. What did you think, dear viewer? Over the next month, you'll get to watch these boys try and find the perfect match. Let's see how much they'll grow next week. Hope to see you then. For now, this is Bomber signing off. Bye-bye! Is that a rapid? No? Okay. Can you guys put your clothes back on now? There's no reason to keep them off. Hey, are you guys okay? You can act normal now. We're off the air. I understand that, but I'm only now realizing what just happened. Like, why did we undress? What's wrong with that? You strip down when you need to get your measurements, right? Right, you know, in ancient Greece, everyone went completely nude when they wanted to exercise. No, please don't do that. I'm always naked whenever I share my dreams with a lucky partner. Wow, I can't hand. Not Rule, Alan, I can't hand you. I'm right. But we don't want any of you catching a cold, so maybe you could put your clothes back on now? No. Right. While the guys were getting dressed, I pulled out my phone to see what people were saying on the first episode. Let's see, search for Parasite House. Parasite House let me watch Rule whenever I want. I love it. Whoa, seriously? He's actually getting a lot of the hits. Apparently a famous Instagrammer had live streamed the whole thing. Now Instagram was full of posts talking about the show. Oh, okay, that is actually really cute. House is so freaking awesome. Ricky was so cool. The advisor probably doesn't know what to do. Haha. Rule was born to be on TV, and that one girl definitely knows how to play him off. Wow, it's way more popular than I expected. It was probably thanks to Rule being on the show. Having a famous actor is good for viewership, it turns out. Rule is getting the most mention, but I saw plenty of posts talking about the other members too. Hey, that's a good picture of Alan. Steven Parasite, what the heck? I'm starting to wonder about the pillow plays. Gil is so dang cute. I wish I could experience that kind of romance myself. Are you checking people's reactions to the show? Ah, Mr. Snow! I looked up to see the president walking towards me as he finished buttoning up his shirt. Here, check it out. It looks like we left a pretty good impression. Wow, you're right. I'm glad to see it, although we're still got a lot of work ahead of us. What a relief. I was so nervous during the episode. I barely even remember what I said. You're probably better off that way. Just then I heard someone's phone ring. I assumed it was Alan's as usual, but I was in a bit of a surprise. Hello? What is it? Sis, you saw me on TV? I see. Well, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Oh, is that his sister? Riku seemed a little more open while he was on the phone with his sister. They must have a pretty good relationship. That's right. His profile sheet did mention he had an older sister. I was thinking that might be a good topic for conversation with Riku when I suddenly heard a loud yawn next to me. About time for some shut-eye, don't you think? Yeah. How late it is. It's already Cinderella time. Staying up past that is bad for your skin, since that's when most growth hormones are released. Yawn, yeah, now that the stress of the day has passed, I'm getting sleepy too. They had a point. I was practically asleep on my feet. The show had run past midnight, which was plenty late for me. Let's call it a day for now. We can reflect on how things went tomorrow. Thanks everyone. Oh, I already emailed you, but we have another workshop tomorrow at the Cupid Corp office. Please don't be late. 1 p.m. sharp, right? I won't forget. It's a seminar to discuss previous unknown Greek mythology, right? No, it's a workshop on asking women out, and good first dates. The instructor is coming in again, so don't blow it off. I'm looking forward to it. Good night, everyone. Good night, Katie. Everyone went to their separate ways. One went for a bath, another went to drink in the living room. They just do as they please. I guess that's fine, though. At least it means I don't have to look after them all the time. I barely managed to hold back a yawn. As I was about to head to my room, someone grabbed my arm from behind. Katie. I heard a voice that actually sounded kind of nervous. I turned around to find Alan standing there. Alan, is everything okay? I was surprised to find him apparently at a loss for words. He just smiled at me suggestively. Can we talk for a second? I want to show you something. Huh? What are you doing? It's okay, just go with it. Did you just blindfold me? He brought me to my bedroom and tossed me onto my bed, and then... What? Does he just want to cuddle? Wait, what the heck? Waiting for me was the softest pillow I'd ever felt. Did he give me a pillow? What the heck? This pillow, it fits the shape of my head perfectly. Ah, so you've noticed. It's filled with the highest quality down money can buy. I brought it with me, hoping I'd get to share it with you, so what do you think? Feels nice, doesn't it? You're talking about the pillow, right? Of course, what else? Alan snickered softly and then runs his fingers through my hair. Did he undo my hair? He's not wrong, the pillow is really surprisingly comfortable, but still, he threw me on the bed and then started hovering over me. With no chance of me to escape, it felt like a cheap trick. Well, you didn't answer my question. I can't really concentrate on the pillow itself. Maybe you should get off me. Oh, but I need to double check to make sure if it's the right fit. I need to make sure it's lifting your shoulders and the angle of that cute chin of yours. Your face is at a weird angle instead of being parallel to the ceiling. That could be... What? Oh, no, okay, I understand. Then you really need to move, right? How else can you tell if I'm parallel? Oh, when I'm looking directly at you like this, I can definitely tell. Alan narrowed his eyes the tiniest amount and took my chin in his hand. I couldn't deny the allure of the way he moved his fingers. My heart skipped a beat. But in the end, I didn't need to worry. Nothing happened. He really was just measuring the angle of my chin. What the heck is going on? Even though a man had just come in and thrown me down in the bed, I didn't feel like I was in any danger. The romance movies that Minerva had shown me had scenes like this, which watching those moments always made my heart race. And yet, this was completely different from that. The way he was touching me was romantic, but the expression on his face was like a technician making a detailed measurement. It was obvious he was trying to make a move on me. It was obvious he wasn't trying to make a move on me. There was simply no way to misunderstand the situation at this point. After all, he's a thieving parasite, right? He only goes for girls that are already in love. But just because of that way he acts, women must think he's hitting on them anytime he touches them in any way. I really would like for him to get off of me now, though. I turned my gaze back to him and noticed that he's inched just a bit closer. What are you doing? I'm trying to help you relax, so you can get a good night's sleep. He gave a small laugh and kissed my ear playfully. His touch tickled, and I couldn't stop myself from squirming a bit. Seeing my reaction, Alan began grinning from ear to ear. Damn you, Alan. Of course, the Stephen Parasite had plenty of experiences with women. I was sure he'd done this exact same thing to other members. But I'm his advisor and the goddess to boot. I wasn't about to let him try with me that easily. Okay, I get how great the pillow is now. Can you please get out? I have to get up early tomorrow. Hey, do you actually have experience with this kind of thing? No, she does not. I'm sorry? I'm not so naive to have no idea what he was talking about. I'd heard all about stuff like this in college. But as far as direct experience goes, I can't say that I do. I was always so busy connecting others, I'd never thought about myself. There was just too much to do. I couldn't get sidetracked. Besides, I'm Cupid. I neither need nor desire anything like that. Wow, so you're... You didn't even let me answer. I didn't have to. I could tell just by looking at you. What a shame. It feels incredible. Have you considered sleeping with one of the Parasite 5? Not including me, of course. What? I mean, I'm only interested in being with someone else's lover, so naturally you don't interest me. What about Gil? Climb into his bed right after taking a shower and it's a done deal. Maybe you should give that a try. He just kept sprouting ridiculous nonsense like that, so I smacked him on the forehead. Ow! Where did you come up with this crap like that? I thought I'd give it pretty clear about what I'm into the entire time. Alan rubbed his forehead in annoyance and finally climbed off me. He stood beside my bed and I glared at him and I got under my covers. Yeah, you have, and it's my job to fix that. Anyway, John, it's late. Please go back to your own room. It really was late. I've always been an early riser and I could feel my eyelids getting heavier and heavier. I couldn't deny the nice pillow feels though. I noticed just how soft and fluffy it was, and I couldn't resist the attempts to draw me into slumber. I'm just too sleepy. Good night. Be ready for the workshop tomorrow. That was the last thing I managed to say before falling into a deep sleep. Okay, date week begins. We are going to end today's episode here. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that little notification button and ring that little bell. Wait, hold on. As always, remember to eat some food, get some sleep, and drink some water because you are important and so is your health. I will catch y'all in the next episode. Bye-bye!